Now I know what it looks like, but I'm not doing a lifestyle show in New Zealand. I'm actually here to review Atlas's new game, Catherine, for the Xbox 360 and PS3. Where do we begin? You play the role as a 32-year-old Vincent, who's shuffling through life, without much ambition or wardrobe, in a long-term relationship with his Christmas cuckoo of a girlfriend, Catherine, with a K, remember that, who starts pressuring Vincent on, getting married and taking on more of life's responsibilities. At this time, Vincent meets Catherine, with a C, who pushes him to go in, let's say, other directions. So at this time, basically, his nightly nightmares begin. He's of the Qbert kind, where he has to climb atop Puzzle Mountain, but don't worry, no cowboy sheep here. And he's trying to get to the top, go through the door and survive, because if you wake up dead in your dream, as the rumor says, you'll wake up dead. That makes sense. You'll die in either case, so you want to get to the top. Once you're in the puzzle game itself, there's a lot of different types of blocks you have to move and maneuver. There's different climbing techniques you have to learn, end of level bosses, time limits, plenty to do. Once you survive that, you'll be treated to a cutscene, which will take you then to a bar, local hangout called The Stray Sheep. Now here you can interact with people, your friends, find out some stories, help others out in their predicaments, and of course my favourite, you can play the old school 8-bit, 16-bit arcade game, Rapunzel. Now this is like a game within a game, so I love it. It's like a video game version of Inception, but more of that will be covered in a Weird and Retro segment. So throughout the game you'll come across different scenarios where there's questions posed to you which deal with a lot of adult content, dealing with things like relationships, morals, your character, and depending on how you answer will depend also on the type of cutscenes that you'll get, and of course the ending, because there are multiple endings, depends on how you play and on what type of scale, like good, medium, neutral, bad, you'll end up on. So a lot to do. Now let's break it down. Graphics, love the use of the color, the animation is great. It's a mix of CG and anime type style, particularly cutscenes. You've also got old school 8-bit, 16-bit sort of thing with the Rapunzel happening. Vincent, now one of my favorite things is Vincent's reactions and expressions, like, when he gets caught, like, sorry, I obviously can't do that, I'm not an anime character. That would be Bradley. But overall, graphics, fantastic, loved it, give it an 8. The sound, now, the sound and the music is really where Catherine shines. I mean, they've taken classical pieces and redone them, put them in this game, sound fantastic, suits the game really well. On top of which you have the English voice actors like Vincent, Troy Baker, is in Black Ops, Darksiders, Red Factions. You have Catherine with a K, Michelle Buff is in BlazBlue, Castlevania, Persona 3, of course the crew from Persona 3. You have Catherine with a C. Laura Bailey, she's in Fallout New Vegas, Soul Calibur 4. Like this is a great cast, veteran cast, and it really shows. I mean, for a game to basically sound better in English with the voice acting than the original Japanese game, I've never encountered that. Loved it. There's only a few minor sound inconsistencies, for example, like with the different cutscenes, with the volume going up and down, so I have to penalise it on that, but otherwise, fantastic, 9 out of 10. Now, overall, all in all, loved it. There's so much to do. I mean, it's a great game. There's lots to do, lots to go back to redo. For example, with the jukebox, the more trophies you unlock, the more songs you can play in the bar. There's 2-player versus, 2-player co-op. Replayability is high, leaderboards, and of course the multiple endings so you can play through again and again. Loved it. 9 out of 10. Fantastic game. If you like your puzzle games, you'll love Catherine. If you're not into all these adult sort of themes, strong adult themes, you can always just go old school and rescue the damsel in distress in the castle, which, speaking of, I'm going to check on Rapunzel now.